Hello, this is Sania Patel and you are welcome to HW News English. Just before the Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud, who is set to retire on November 10th, recently spoke about the independence of the judiciary. He noted that being a judge, one must apply the laws and not necessarily fight the government. Presently speaking at an event in Delhi hosted by the Indian Express, Chandrachud stated that the judiciary must stay loyal to the constitution at all times regardless of what society wants. One notable example of this responsibility was seen earlier this year when the Supreme Court declared the electoral bonds scheme unconstitutional, a major ruling on political funding. This scheme, introduced in 2018, was struck down by a 5-judge bench including CJI Chandrachud. While the decision was widely praised as a sign of judicial independence, Chandrachud pointed out a common misunderstanding. The court's independence should be respected regardless of whether its decision favor or oppose the government. As he said, and I quote, "The court's independence is constant whether or not a ruling aligns with the government." Adding to this, CJI Chandrachud addressed recent discussions about interinstitutional interactions, particularly an instance where Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited his home for Ganpati Puja. Some members of the opposition suggested this compromised the separation of powers. Chandrachud clarified that interactions between the judiciary and executive on social occasions do not imply judicial influence. He elaborated, and I quote, "The judiciary and executive often need to coordinate on practical matters like budgeting and infrastructure, which are essential but unrelated to case outcomes." He went on to call for a mature approach when interpreting these interactions. For instance, meetings between state high court justices and chief ministers often cover administrative matters, such as improving infrastructure or technology use, rather than judicial decisions. He stated, and I quote, "These interactions are necessary for practical governance, but they don't interfere with judicial independence." There is one subject that directly concerns Chief Justice of India Chandrachud and has become public: his faith. In the recent past, he mentioned an experience from Kaner, his birthplace, to explain that during the Ayodhya controversy, he used to pray to seek advice. There were some who saw it as religious prejudice. Before he could explain it further, he quoted the faith which he uses as his source of inspiration on the bench, but he reassured those who accused him of having a biased view of religion as not true at all. He highlighted that a judge's individual beliefs are different from professional duties, adding, "Faith for me provides a calm that allows objective judgment." Chandrachud also elaborated on how individuals through social networking platforms and other digital platforms have changed the perception of the independence of the judiciary. He emphasized different groups try to use these platforms to promote their agendas, including the agenda that only negative decisions against the government indicate judicial independence. He pointed out that such dynamics might cause distortions in the perception of judicial duties, and stressed that the perfect judge operates under a constitution-based instinct, ignoring the public sentiment. Another major focus that was highlighted was Chandrachud's focus on addressing bail cases, though he has realized that delay in bail also affects individuals' freedom. From November 2022 to November 2024, under his tenure, the Supreme Court disposed of more than 21,000 bail petitions and around 1,000 PMLA cases. He pointed out that the court has made utmost efforts to be fair in the bail hearing regardless of the circumstances of each case. Chief Justice of India Chandrachud's observation on his tenure only raises confidence in the judiciary's ability to make fair orders blinded by proof alone. He emphasized the necessity to be responsible by stating that legal decisions are posted and judgments are public records to use as a basis of justice. Chandrachud expressed faith in the next Chief Justice of India, Justice Sanjeev Khanna, to ensure that the Supreme Court is in good hands in the future. While addressing the media on this occasion, CJI Chandrachud reiterated that he had taken an oath to uphold judicial independence as the most important shape of democracy and judiciary, which should be protected by law even from public interference. Well, that's all for this news report today. Thank you for watching HW News English. Download our app Shorts to get the latest news and updates.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.